Hey everyone, let's talk about something that might sound scary, but is actually super cool, differential equations. Did you know they help us predict everything from how diseases spread to how rockets fly? Let's dive in. So, what exactly are differential equations? Well, it's simply an equation that connects a function with its derivatives. They're super important because they help us understand how things change over time. And for your CBSE exams, you can expect questions worth around 5 to 7 marks on this chapter, so pay close attention. Now, let's talk about the basics, order and degree. The order is just the highest derivative you see in the equation. The degree is the power of that highest derivative, but only after you've gotten rid of any square roots or fractions. It's like finding the strongest ingredient in a recipe. Okay, let's define these terms clearly. Order, it's the highest derivative in the equation. This tells us how complex the rate of change is. Degree, it's the power of that highest derivative after we've cleaned up the equation, removing any radicals or fractions. This tells us about the non-linearity. Next, we'll learn how to form differential equations. Imagine you have a general solution, and you want to find the differential equation that it came from. You do this by eliminating arbitrary constants through differentiation. You differentiate as many times as you have constants to get rid of. Here's a key formula you need to remember. Y equals f of x, c, here, y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable, and c is an arbitrary constant. This formula represents all the possible curves that satisfy your differential equation. Make a note of it. Now, let's look at different methods for solving differential equations. There are a few common ones like the variable separable method, dealing with homogeneous equations, and working with linear differential equations. Each method is like a different tool in your toolbox. One of the most useful formulas is this, dy dx equals f, x, g, y, where f, x, is a function of x and g, y, is a function of y. This is the variable separable form. The goal here is to separate the x's and y's on opposite sides of the equation so you can integrate them individually. Here's a key point, always check for singular solutions. These are special solutions that you can't get from the general solution. Examiners love to trick you with these. Also, practice recognizing the different types of equations so you know which method to use. Let's work through an example. Q. Solve dy dx equals 1 plus y squared divided by 1 plus x squared. Solution. First, separate the variables. Dy 1 plus y squared equals dx 1 plus x squared. Then, integrate both sides. Tan inverse of y equals tan inverse of x plus c. Finally, solve for y equals tan inverse of x plus c. Got it? Differential equations aren't just abstract math. They're used in real-world applications like modeling population growth. The rate at which a population grows is often proportional to its current size. This helps us predict how populations will change over time. This connects back to the applications of derivatives in your CBSE syllabus. Here are a few exam tips to keep in mind. 1. Always check your answer by plugging it back into the original equation. 2. Pay close attention to initial conditions, as these help you find particular solutions. 3. Practice recognizing different equation types so you can choose the right method. So, to summarize, we learned that order and degree help us understand the characteristics of a differential equation. We also learned how to form equations from general solutions. And finally, we explored different methods for finding those elusive solutions. Remember these key takeaways for your exam. Guess what? All of this, AI notes, doubt solving, and tons of practice tests for differential equations, is completely free on Synapse. It's like having a personal tutor in your pocket. Study smarter, not harder, with Synapse. Ready to ace your CBSE exams? Start free today by visiting synapse.omups.in. Master differential equations and so much more. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more free lessons. Visit synapse.omups.in and start learning today.